Awesome. So, let's start our conversation. So, can you give me a quick introduction about who you are, where you're from, and your circus background?
Yep. So I'm Emily. I'm from Canberra, Australia. I started circus about just over a year and a half ago. I do mainly hoop because I have a hate relationship with silks, and as most people sometimes do when they focus on hoop. And I have primarily just been doing some smaller classes at a local studio, and I just kind of, yeah, did that for about a year and a bit before I started with you.
Awesome. So, what specific problems and challenges were you looking for help with when you reached out to me?
I was looking for more of a consistent training approach, a lot more to do with my movement patterns and how to best tailor my training to my body and my own goals. Coming from a smaller studio, it was a little bit harder to have certain instructors be able to kind of get to my goals in the larger classes. I kind of wanted something a little bit more tailored to me to help me get my goals.
Awesome. And what made you get in touch with me over any other coach?
I saw a lot of your stuff on Instagram, and they just kind of, the way that you explained the little drills and stuff made it a lot easier for me to understand. And I tried some of them out on my own time, and I just found they really worked and they felt beneficial. So I kind of was like, why not?
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, really glad that the content that I'm putting out is helping people and resonating.
Yeah.
And then what were the skills that you were looking for help with before we got started?
So I was looking at mainly building up strength for my inverts and my flares.
Yeah. Did you just feel like with the classes that you were attending and the training that you were doing, that you weren't quite getting the progress that you wanted with those skills?
Yeah, and the classes were very trick based. So it wasn't so much about building up the strength to be able to support yourself more. It was a lot more how to do this trick, how to do that trick, as opposed to the fundamental building up the strength.
Yeah, the strength and conditioning side of things.
Yeah.
Nice. Cool. So obviously we did start working together, which has been fantastic. So tell me a little bit about some of your biggest takeaways from being in my coaching program.
I really love the support. I feel like it's so helpful. Even just with the smaller movements, of having little feedbacks on my smaller movements and just going, yep, that you're doing them properly. It's kind of reassuring, especially when I know that doing stuff over and over again is going to help. But sometimes when you're doing something that's a very basic movement, you're like, am I actually doing it to help me? Because it doesn't feel like you're doing a lot in the, when you're first doing it.
For sure.
So that was the biggest thing, is trusting that I'm doing stuff correctly and taking the feedback on board.
Nice. And what has it been like to have tailored programming for your goals?
I found it really helpful. I think strength has just shot up so quickly. So much. Everyone's like, you're getting so strong. I'm like, I know. I am not shy about it. I'm like, I am doing amazing, guys. Look at how good I'm going. But yeah, the strength has just been I got it so quickly, and the consistency that I was having, it just helped so much.
That's so good. And I would agree with that statement, because the videos from when you started compared to, after that first 12 weeks of training, it was like looking at a different area list. Your strength literally went like that, which is what happens when you get movements that are right for your body and the level that you're at. So I'm really happy that you're able to say, yeah, I'm really strong, because it's true.
And I also feel more confident, even in the tricks that we don't focus on, I feel more confident trusting my body to hold certain positions, especially my shoulders, just having that trust going, no, my muscles are there to be able to support me. I know what it feels like to do stuff correctly. It's just a lot easier to do it.
So it's trickled into all of your other training as well, right?
Yeah, so much.
Yeah. And actually, you just mentioned your shoulders. So before we started working together, you had told me that you dealt with a shoulder injury in the past. And so one of the
Yes.
really important things was building strength in a way that was not going to cause a re-injury, basically. So how did you find that in terms of us working together and trusting that following the process was not going to cause issues for your shoulder?
Yeah, like I feel like a lot of like my shoulder stuff is more my mental block
Right.
as well, especially like because it was a good year and a bit before we started together, but it was just like having that trust of being like, no, it's okay, I can, do certain movements on my shoulder and it will be okay. So yeah, it was just about having someone there that kind of could support me and like hold me up and be like, no, you can do this movement, that's fine. I can see your videos, I can see that how your body moves and kind of adjust my tailor program to that.
Yeah, for sure. That's awesome. What have been some of the biggest shifts that you feel you've made in your training as a result of us working together?
I feel like I'm a lot more relaxed in my training. Like I don't feel like I'm I think before working together, I was very trying to make sure I was doing the right things. So I was a lot more focused on figuring out what was the best things to do. But now, having the Taylor program and stuff, I kind of just go, I just have to follow my program. It's okay. And I'm a lot more relaxed when I do stuff because I'm like, oh no, I don't need to try and get the best technique all the time. Like I'm building up the strength. It's more relaxing, I find, with the programming.
That's really interesting. So that it's just the consistency of doing it right and trusting that if you follow it, you'll see results.
And I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so if I don't have someone being like, no, that's fine, I'll get in my head way too much about things.
Bless you.
I'm kind of like, are my toes pointed enough? Is this muscle engaged? Whereas I'm like, you just have your feedback. I'm like, that was great. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I can keep doing it that way. It's just a little bit of weight off my shoulders.
For sure. Yeah, because I'm definitely, it's the process and the progress. It's never about being perfect when I'm working with someone because that's unrealistic. So I'm super happy to hear that feedback and that's been so helpful for you.
Yeah, very helpful.
Cool. So how do you feel about your aerial now? Tell me a little bit about the transformation and sort of where you're at right now.
I feel like I've kind of elevated a lot of my moves when I'm doing them. I'm doing them a lot more controlled, slower. I feel more confident do them. Especially as most aerialists, I'm afraid of heights. So having the foundation there going, oh, it's okay. I can trust myself more. I feel more I just feel more confident when I'm doing stuff in the hoop.
Nice. And then can you share a little bit about some of the tangible results that you've achieved? Some of the skills?
Yes. So my biggest skill is getting my flares. I think we got them about 8 weeks into the program, I think it was. Maybe it was a little bit less. But they just feel so consistent when I do them. They don't feel like a struggle. And I was working on them for a good 6 months before starting with you. And I just, so it's just it just clicks. It makes it feel so much easier. So that's my biggest thing. The other thing, which is kind of a side little note, is I can do pull-ups now unassisted, which is super amazing, which was not one of the goals, but it's a side bonus. But I just feel the shoulder engagement of doing any of my inverts, bent arm or straight arm, it just feels more confident with that engagement, which means, stronger pull-ups, stronger movements. It's been really good.
That is amazing. And also, I just want to mention that the progress that you have made with inverts has been phenomenal as well, because the difference in your ability to do the negative movements, both bent arm and straight, do you feel like you're close to a full bent arm with a pull and then tipping back?
Yeah, I feel like I'm very close.
Yeah.
But I'm just on the edge bit.
Yeah.
But it's going to be so exciting when I can actually get it. I'm going to be like, yes, this is the best. But I just feel so strong when I'm doing them. Like they don't feel difficult. Like I know I'm not there to do it like a dead hang kind of movement straight up,
Yeah.
but it feels more natural to be doing the movements.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then have there been, I mean, you've touched on this a little bit, but like, have there been any other internal shifts that you've had since we started working together, just in terms of how you feel about your aerial and your training and yourself, I guess?
Yeah, a lot of it is just feeling more relaxed and just confident in my movements. It's put a lot more like trust in my body and like accepting how my body is moving. You know, if I do something a certain way, I kind of don't overthink about it and go, oh, like it needs to be this way. It's more just trusting that, you know, my body can move that way. And it's okay if it's slightly not perfect, but it's just doing slight things. So yeah, just trusting myself and kind of accepting the movements and how my body is has been great.
That's amazing. Yeah, and I love that you're feeling more confident too, because that's just going to carry you forward so much.
Yeah.
Cool. So I would love to just hear like overall how you feel your experience has been with us working together. Just to kind of like sum up.
It's just been so good. Like I just love having the support there, and just having stuff done for me, like having the little programs, like the little adjustments after the certain weeks, like just having those little things done for me and being like, oh, this is going to be the next step. It's like taken away so much brain power that I've had to do, and I've kind of got to enjoy it more as well. It's just been so amazing.
That's so cool. And then if somebody was like considering working with me kind of on the fence, or like you know, thinking, oh, I want to try and start leveling up my aerial a bit, but I'm not sure, what would you tell them?
I would tell them to go for it. It's been such a great experience, and I know that we continue to working together, but even if I stopped, I would have had so much more knowledge that would help me continue to do my own thing even after leaving, because it would just give me so much. It gives me such a good base of foundational movements, and it just, the progress that I made, it's so good. It's so rewarding too, seeing like you get better, especially like the little videos and everything like that I take. I can look back and actually see my progress myself.
Amazing. Thank you, Emily. Is there anything else that you want to add to our conversation?
No, it's just been so great working with you. You give so much support through Telegram. It's just so great.
Oh, thank you so much. All right.